ready for another segment of Ask a Dr. G. I am the emotional wellness doctor here to help you create that amazing life. And I do take your questions. You can email me at info@drgladney, and I will read your questions on the air. So our question for today is one that I often get as well. Comes from PC. Dr. G, how can I balance my life and decrease my stress? Well, I talk about this because 75 to 90% of all of our sickness and disease start with emotions and stress. I talk about this in the episode of managing your stress and your daily dose of inspiration. So, and go into it in depth in my book. But I'm going to give you some pointers here on what you need to do to create balance, more balance in your life. Some people believe, oh, it's no way that we ever get to work-life balance. It's no way that we ever get there. But you can achieve some type of balance and sense of stability in your life. You have to do that by, first of all, you have to evaluate your life. See what's going on. I can remember at one point in my life, I had so much going on and I was leading so many different projects, running a nonprofit, running a business, writing a book, had 4 children. I was, doing things over the choir at my church, and I was the praise team. It went on and on. It was too much. Even though I felt like I had some cape around me and I was some superwoman, I wasn't. And so things were out of balance. So I had to evaluate my life. And when you evaluate your life, what you do, I wrote down everything that I was involved in. And I took a look at it and it sounded a little bit ridiculous. And I said, I can't possibly achieve all of these things. So I had to start moving things off my plate. And that's what I say to you. You have to start rearranging things. Some of the things I was on boards, I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. So I said, I'm going to end this, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to take this away. And it was able to free up some time. And guess what? I was feeling like, wow, my children were probably the ones who were not getting all of what they could get. And I wanted to be the best mother possible. So in creating that balance, you're going to have to take some things off your plate. And I removed one event, and that freed up about 30 hours a month. That's a lot of time when you look at the time that's involved, some of the things that you're volunteering in. And I also want to caution you, if you're a parent, that we get our kids too involved in so much stuff. And then I see so many parents walking around and I go, oh, I'm so tired because I'm running over here. And then they got karate, and then they have dance, and then they have the recital, and then they're involved, and they're playing soccer, and then they're in basketball team. It's too much. And you know what? Your kids don't even get a chance to just be kids and play outside. And it's really unfortunate. And now if you live in Texas, now they're not going to play outside too much anyway. The point being is that they don't even get time enough to be kids, because we have them so involved in thinking that we're creating this well-rounded individual. Well, you have to pare down their activities as well. As a mother of 4, I knew that my children could only be involved in 1 to 2 things each, and that was still 8 activities. So I had to know and to balance that, to see what that was going to be like, so that we can actually live a life as a family and not just live in the car, running from here and there to everywhere. So it involves you taking control and getting in the driver's seat of your time. So those are some of the tips. I talk about managing your stress as well in my book in chapter 7. So you want to go to my website, creatingamazinglives.com, so you can download a free chapter. You want to buy the book so it can help you to create that amazing life that you're looking for. Thank you for joining me for this segment of Ask Dr. G. If you have questions, please email me at info@drgladney, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Until next time, have an amazing day. You gotta stand up, stand up, stand up.